Dear football lovers and Manchester United fans, gather here. Let us talk about Liverpool Football Club. As we all know, Liverpool Football Club lost the Community Shield to Crystal Palace on penalties today. And after that, there has been a lot of talks about onslaught, talks about Mohamed Salah and the talks about Liverpool's defense. And it's making me wonder what's going on. Okay. Let me tell you something now for free. There is no amount of football you play in the preseason that will make you match sharp for the Premier League unless you play 2-3 games in the Premier League. The Premier League is a different aura. The Premier League is a different euphoria entirely. Listen, playing preseason in America, playing preseason in Japan, in South Korea, and all of this, fine. But I'm telling you that there is no amount of preseason games you play anywhere in the world that you will get that match fitness unless you play in the Premier League inside England and the stadiums in England before you get that match fit. So if you look at today, Mohamed Salah was very much rusty. You saw it in his body language and everything. He wasn't Mohamed Salah, the aggressive Mohamed Salah we know. He wasn't all that, because I believe that this is happening because this is just the first game of the season. Mohamed Salah we know will eventually turn up, right? I don't have a problem with Mohamed Salah. I don't have a problem. I just feel like he's not match fit. He's rusty. It was very clear. Then let us go to how Crystal Palace came at Liverpool in the second half. Yes, Crystal Palace wanted something to show for it. And they came out in the second half with a plan. And the plan was to press Liverpool's midfield. That is it. No Gravenberch. There are a lot of players a few players that did not play for Liverpool today. So they pressed the midfield and they were able to get the goals that Crystal Palace was able to get the goals that they wanted. Yes, if you look at their equalizing goal, it was from a mistake where Adam Wharton turned around and gets the ball. I will talk about Adam Wharton in a different video, but let us continue with this. Then when it comes to their defense, I feel like where Liverpool has a problem is that defense. Why do I feel like that? I don't see Konate as an aggressive defender. I see him as a, Rolls-Royce defender. I don't see him like that defender. And I don't see Van Dijk like that too. Van Dijk is a player, Van Dijk is that kind of a defender that wants you to run at him, right? And there will be times when you would not get it right because you are aging. There are young boys who would come, run at you, beat you, and then put the ball behind the net. So the idea of what's his name, Van Dijk and Konate, I don't think it would work for Liverpool this season. That is my own personal idea, like personal opinion. I don't think that it would work. Then let me go to onslaught. I said this in my previous video. The profile of players Onslaught bought shows that he has a different idea from that of Jurgen Klopp. Listen, he came into the club, right? And I tell you, for the majority of this last season, he maintained what Jurgen Klopp built. He maintained it, and that got him a title. This season, he will be injecting new ideas. It is normal. He will be injecting new ideas. He will be changing few things, little things, and this will show if Onslaught won the Premier League by fluke or out of his own ingenuity, or will it be that the players were assembled for him already. Remember, they sold some of their players, about 4 or 5 players, their key players were gone, and they got in replacement for them. Now, the replacements they got for them, is it the same as in the profile of players that left? Think about all of these things. Little details in football change the outcome of a game. Little details in football change the outcome of a season. You might think these things don't matter, but I tell you, it matters a lot. Onslaught, this is the season where he will get a lot of criticism. This is the season where he will be judged a lot more, because Even if he did not win the Premier League last season, a lot of excuses will come in for him. Yes, a lot. Just as we made excuses for Ruben Amorim, a lot of excuses will come in for him. But now, there are no excuses. He's won. He set the bar high. He set the standard very high. He won it in the first season he came in. And now he's sold players. He's brought in his own idea of players. And now this is a time everybody will look at and slot. And this is where I think that Liverpool might not be able to replicate what they did last season. And Slot with these boys might not be able to replicate what they did last season. But then it is for us to watch and see. All of these things are just opinion. But sometimes opinions are very, very important. And sometimes opinions are spot on. I'm telling you, I feel like Liverpool will not be able to replicate what they did last season. Not because Slot is not a good manager, but because he has tweaked some things that will not suit him in the Premier League. I rest my case and I want to know what you think in the comment section. Thank you.